An Apple a Day by Hyperme. Chapter 5. Matsuda looked at the computer for the third time in the past 30 seconds. The computer was on, the screen was bright, and the black L insignia was a bold contrast to the white background. It was nothing out of the ordinary, yet Matsuda couldn't help but think there was something wrong. He looked around at his coworkers to find them all busy at work, and Watari hung in the background like a shadow watching them. Matsuda gulped and cautiously walked over toward the computer. L? He asked quietly. When he got no reply, he asked again, L? After a short silence, Matsuda heard a small shuffling sound coming from the speakers. Yes, Matsuda-san. I was wondering if you were okay. You seem depressed. I know that seems kind of hard to understand since, well, I can't see you, but, I don't know, No, thank you, Matsuda-san. L's computerized voice said, I haven't been feeling up to par. You are correct. You have very good emotional skills, Matsuda-san. I apologize for making you worry. Please do not concern yourself with me. Okay. Well, I hope you feel better soon, L. Thank you, Matsuda-san. The next day, Matsuda was proud to say that L was back in his normal attitude. Whatever L was upset about yesterday, he had obviously gotten over. Matsuda liked to think that it was all his doing. Deputy Yagami, L said, have you gotten any new information regarding Eruchiko Isha from your resource? Deputy Yagami shook his head. No, Isha is trying to lay under the radar, it appears. I can't find anything about him. L bit the inside of his cheek. Isha is not very skilled at leaving clues around the crime scene, but I want to check. Mogi-san and Aizawa-san, will you two go down to the Ageha and the warehouse we found young Miss Suzuki Toa and look for the clues? They nodded, grabbed their coats, and left. That leaves Deputy Yagami and Matsuda-san. Deputy Yagami, I want you to call your resource and find more information. Yagami nodded and left the room. What about me, L? Matsuda asked. What should I do? Matsuda-san, I have a very important job for you to do. Watari. Watari stepped forward and handed Matsuda a note card. I need you to go to the location on the card. Tell the lady with brown and pink hair the name Ryuga. She'll know what to do. Yes, sir. Matsuda bowed and quickly ran out of the room, grinning with pride of his important job. Watari snickered as he watched the boy nearly skip out of the office and down the stairs. You're cruel, L. Yes, I suppose I am. Matsuda ran all the way to his destination. It was close to the NPA building, luckily, but he was still nearly out of breath by the time he got there. He looked up at the building, confused. This can't be... Matsuda looked down at the card to verify the address. He wasn't wrong. Shrugging, he walked into the shop, and a little bell chimed as the door opened. A girl with brown and pink hair poked her head out from around a shelf and smiled at him. Good day! Welcome to Pink Petal Flower Bouquets. May I help you? Ryuga? Oh, yes, of course. Please hold on, Ryuga-san, servant, the girl said before disappearing into the back. Servant? Matsuda wondered. The girl came back with a large bouquet of flowers of many vibrant colors of pink, purple, orange, and green, in a purple vase with a pink bow tied around it. The girl took out a small card and stuck it inside the bouquet. Here is Ryuga-san's order. Is this acceptable? Yes. Oh, good. Please, then do not worry about anything else. I will make sure this is delivered. Please send my regards to Ryuga-san. Yes, of course. The girl bowed and returned into the back room with the flower arrangement. Matsuda left quickly and returned to the NPA building. Did Matsuda-san do as I asked? L said as Matsuda entered the room. He nodded and returned to work, deciding it was better not to ask about L's personal life. Very good. Thank you. Misa and Kiyomi were laughing hysterically. Seriously, hysterically. As in, Misa was rolling on the floor wheezing because she couldn't get any air into her lungs, while Kiyomi, normally refined and knew better than to cause a scene, banged her fist into the desk, tears pouring from her eyes. The patients quietly stuck away from the nurse's window and hid in the corner in the opposite side of the room. What a scary bunch of criminals they are. Just 6 minutes ago, a flower delivery man had waltzed in with a huge bouquet of what Misa and Kiyomi considered to be the most beautiful flower arrangement they've ever seen. As they fought over who it belonged to. It's mine! Who would send you flowers, you bitch? Many people love Misa. Nobody likes stupid Kiyomi. The delivery man asked politely where Raito Yagami was. Stunned, Misa and Kiyomi answered that he was busy with the patient. The delivery man smiled at them and handed them the bouquet, asking them if they would give it to Raito Yagami. The girls, still in shock, nodded as the man waltzed back out. Misa carefully opened the card and burst out laughing, reading from who it was from and shoved it in her friend's face. 6 minutes later, they were still laughing. After Raito's appointment had finished up and the fidgety-looking guy left, more like running as if the room was going to collapse, he took notice of the bouquet. Who does this belong to? He smirked at the girls, nudging Kiyomi in the side with his elbow. Who's the lucky guy, Misa-chan? Kiyomi-chan? Misa and Kiyomi looked at each other briefly and cracked up laughing again! Raito dropped a smirk. Alright, what's going on? They're for you, sugar muffin! Misa jested. Somebody must really think you're delicious. Kiyomi joined in, frowning. Raito grabbed the note and opened it. Raito-kun has such a delicious ass. I cannot wait to taste it. Raito-kun makes me feel lighter than angel food cake. Raito-kun is sweeter than any icing I've ever licked. For you, my eye candy, love Ryuka Hideki. Raito stared, mouth agape at the card. Misa looked closely at the bouquet. Hey, Raito-sensei, I've seen this flower arrangement before. It's called eye candy. Tuesday morning, Elle wore his most comfortable clothes, not that anyone would be able to notice the difference, and eagerly jumped into the limo. What is your plan for today, Master Ryozaki? Watari asked, following Elle into the car and roared up the engine. That, my dear Watari, is a secret, and you will no doubt hear about it soon. Watari chuckled in response, thinking how different Elle became after meeting Raito Yagami. When did Elle start calling him Dear Watari? Watari pulled into the doctor's parking lot a little while later, and Elle almost couldn't wait for the car to stop before throwing the door open. Knowing there wouldn't be any other patients that day, Elle jumped into the plain room he always met Raito in and waited impatiently like a dog would with its master. Not before long, the door opened, revealing quite the angry Raito with fuming, hot chocolate-colored eyes. Elle waved at him, pretending he didn't know the reason the doctor was so upset. Good day, Raito-kun. How are you? Hideki-san, why on earth did you send me those ridiculous flowers? Did Raito-kun not enjoy his flowers? I thought they were quite lovely. I knew I should have sent you a box of chocolates with them. I apologize, Raito-kun. Next time, I will try harder. Next time? There will be no next time. I don't want any chocolates. I don't want any flowers. I don't want anything from you except a healthy record. Why did you send them? A vein on Raito's forehead popped. I just wanted to show Raito-kun how much he means to me. Elle said, slightly pouting his lips, looking as if he was just mugged. I don't understand why Raito-kun would reject such a thoughtful and embarrassing and sincere present from his favorite patient. Oh, yes, of course, Raito snorted. Now what brings my favorite patient? Has anyone ever told you that your eyes are like hot chocolate when you're mad? Why are you ignoring my question? Or has anyone informed you of your buttercream-colored skin? It looks tasty enough to eat. Okay, you're creeping me out again, Hideki-san. Would you answer my... Your lips are a lovely shade, did you know that? They look like cotton candy, but taste like toffee. Hideki-san! Would you stop? I will not tolerate... Surely Raito-kun must see the beauty of his honey-colored hair. It reminds me of the honey I put in my tea each... He stopped. Dead gold, eyes widening. Elle let out a small yelp as his arms, legs, chest, and neck went stiff. Raito looked at him concerned. Hideki-san, are you... Elle cried out again as he fell from the examination table. Raito rushed forward and caught the falling detective. Hideki-san? Hideki-san! Elle's body went into a conversion of twitches. Raito grabbed his stethoscope and pressed it to Elle's chest. At that time, Elle's twitches gradually slowed into nothing, and Elle lay completely still in Raito's arms. Elle blinked once, twice, before looking up at the doctor. Raito-kun, what happened? You really need to research some more, Hideki-san. Raito smirked as he pushed Elle off of his lap. That was the worst act of epilepsy I've ever seen. Whatever does Raito-kun mean? Don't fool around with me, Hideki-san. You don't have epilepsy. Even a 3-year-old could see past the act. L sat up, rubbing his head where he smacked it falling off of the examination table. Once again, Raito-kun uses his amazing powers to see right through me. I would definitely wish I had his skills, although Raito-kun shouldn't lie. You fell for it. Raito got off of his knees and sat on his wheel stool, his eyes turning at Jacqueline again. I did not! You did so. Raito-kun nearly had a heart attack. I wouldn't mind if you had a heart attack right here and now. Raito murmured. Raito-kun is almost no fun and quite rude. Al said as he jumped back on the examination table. But then again, Raito-kun has a high intellect, one of the very few people who can understand me without repetition. He is also very gorgeous, like a piece of cake sitting daintily in the bakery. You just can't wait to bring it home for dessert. His mean streak is also a turn-on, despite how often I'm the subject of said mood. Flattery is unneeded, Hideki-san. Raito-kun enjoys it. L answered smugly. You won't mind if I stay here a while, do you? I would rather not go back to work. I've been at a very stressful dead end, you see. Raito shrugged. I don't mind, actually. With my schedule completely open on Tuesdays, sounds it gets boring around here. My medical books went missing about 4 months ago, so I have nothing to do on Tuesdays after you leave except listen to Misa and Kiyomi talk about gossip, fashion, and boys. It'll be nice to talk with someone who appreciates conversations with intellect. So Raito-kun isn't mad about me continuously visiting him with fake illnesses? L asked, trying to woo him even though he fears unprofessionalism. Raito thought on this for a moment or two before allowing a small smirk to show. Not really. It's entertaining to say the least, and I'm kind of interested to see where this wooing is heading. L perked up. Does Raito-kun think I will not be able to do it? Does he not believe I can win him over? Nope. Raito's smirk grew, and L knew he was right where the doctor wanted him. Too bad L enjoyed the place he was at, for Raito was exactly where he liked him. Would Raito-kun like to make a bet? L asked, leaning forward, carefully balancing himself on his tippy toes. A bet of whether I can woo him or not? Raito moved in closer as well, his melted caramel eyes gleaming. I like the sound of that. You're too confident in your abilities. I would love to knock you off your high horse. You have a month to successfully woo me. If you can't, you'll eat your apples and stay away from my office. When I win, Raito-kun will want me as much as I want him now, and we both know what the prize will be. I highly doubt that will happen. Raito-kun is also too confident in his abilities. Maybe it is not my horse that needs to be attacked. The two geniuses stuck out their hands at the same time, a matching sadistic smile on their faces, and shook on it. Let the games begin.